Well, in this week's About Your Retirement, Jim, we have a viewer question, so here we go. Jim, my husband passed away last year before we got to enjoy his early retirement. Unfortunately, I did not fully understand the financial part of the plan he set up for us. I've been extra burdened dealing with my grief and trying to figure out my finances. Can you please remind all spouses the importance of knowing the details of their retirement plans?
Yes, very important. It's a very sad situation, and I've heard about this for years in people that just didn't understand what, one spouse took care of everything, paid all the bills, and the other spouse didn't really know. And so you get left in this situation and you're trying to grieve, but you have to scramble. And the point is that you have to remember that women outlive men 3 to 1, and the latest reports still confirm that. And by their 80s, you can really tell. And so I've noticed that ever since I built Wellington Park 18 years ago, that we have a lot more women than men. And so, something to really pay attention to. And the last thing you want is to have your retirement all planned and then something like this happens and then you're left not knowing anything. And so here's some steps that I think everybody should take. And the first one is to actively participate in the planning. And if you or your spouse uses a financial advisor or anybody like that, be involved in everything in that. The next thing is to actively participate and understand all your assets. And Tevis, if nothing else, if you don't want some outside person helping you with this, I encourage you to have a senior living attorney, somebody that specializes in senior living. Have a trust. You'll have a trust binder. It'll have all this information. But you at least need to sit down and take some paper and write down everything about your finances, whether you have real estate investments, rental properties, 401ks, annuities, any kind of retirement type money that's involved, every bank account you have, every contact person at that bank, account numbers, balances, update it regularly, credit cards, just anything you spend money on. Make sure you have all that information where you can see it. The next thing is you may want to invest in long-term care insurance, and it amazes me how many people do that and come to Wellington Park, and it pays for the major part of their stay there. The other thing that's real important is third-party support, and I mentioned this in other questions that we have at this age and stage for baby boomers and all, but have a child, somebody that knows where that list is. You want to keep it in a safe place because it's got important information, but you need to really be prepared for this, and the financial part is the first part.
There you go. Oh, wow. That was a lot to unload, Jim. Thank you. And don't forget, you can get more retirement advice from Jim. Visit news9.com/retirement.